Well, Sandra, a big-time legal victory for President Trump's immigration agenda. The Supreme Court deciding to lift restrictions on ICE and Border Patrol raids here in California. They are pausing a district court's temporary restraining order that blocked those immigration sweeps. The case will still have to play out regarding the underlying merits, but for now, the bottom line is operations can and will resume here in Los Angeles. To talk all about it, we're going to bring in Bill Essayli. He's the U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California. Bill, great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
So this was a 6-3 decision on the Supreme Court. Justice Kavanaugh wrote the majority opinion. It says in part, quote, immigration stops based on reasonable suspicion of illegal presence have been an important component of U.S. immigration enforcement for decades across several presidential administrations. Reasonable suspicion means only that immigration officers may briefly stop the individual and inquire about immigration status. You were shaking your head when I was reading it. Your thoughts on this ruling?
It's such an obvious statement and position. We've been enforcing immigration laws for over 100 years here in the United States, and this is what we've been saying all along. Our officers do not target people based on race. They use what's called reasonable suspicion, and that includes work sites. It includes other types of activities that they see, like if people are fleeing when they see an ICE agent or they see a Border Patrol agent. It includes all kinds of factors, but what this court did, what the district court tried to do is basically paralyze our ability to do anything by saying we cannot consider work sites, we can't consider language, you can't consider a list of things. And what happens, agents are afraid to do their job because then they'll be held in contempt of court. So what the Supreme Court today is taken off these restrictions, which will allow us to go back to our immigration enforcement operations.
So, as you can imagine, L.A. Mayor Karen Bass not thrilled with this ruling. She just released a statement which says in part, quote, this is call for number 5, I want the entire nation to hear me when I say this isn't just an attack on the people of Los Angeles. This is an attack on every person in every city in this country. Today's ruling is not only dangerous, it's un-American and threatens the fabric of personal freedom in the United States of America. Bill, she's saying the Supreme Court is un-American.
You know what's un-American is when you have the mayor of one of the largest cities in the country and the governor too, who are obstructing our ability to enforce federal law. The federal law is not negotiable. We are a country of laws, and they do not want the federal law enforced. They are fighting and resisting us. I think we haven't seen anything like this since the Civil War. We've had really states resisting the federal government being enforced in their states.
And Justice Sotomayor wrote the dissent in this 6-3 ruling. She writes in part, quote, we should not have to live in a country where the government can seize anyone who looks Latino, speaks Spanish, and appears to work a low-wage job. So that's been the criticism, is that you guys are just going around rounding up anybody who speaks Spanish or looks Latino.
Listen, the Supreme Court said 10% of the population in Los Angeles is likely here illegally. We're talking about 2 million people. We have to go out and do our job. Our officers are trained. They look for indicias of people who are here illegally. I'm sorry, illegal immigrants tend to be day laborers. They tend to congregate at Home Depot. That's not something in our control. Those are just the facts. And we are allowed to use those facts to form reasonable suspicion. And we can detain people very briefly to figure out if they're here illegally. And if they're here illegally, they'll be quickly released. And the Supreme Court acknowledged that.
It's been pretty quiet since about June here in L.A., since the order came down in July, which kind of blocked these operations. Now that SCOTUS is essentially giving you guys the green light, should we expect to start seeing these Home Depot sweeps, car wash sweeps starting up again here in L.A.?
So I'm at the Department of Justice, and we prosecute crimes. That enforcement is more the Department of Homeland Security. So I assume, I can't speak for them, but I think you'll see a resumption of those activities.
Okay. U.S. Attorney here in Los Angeles, Bill Essayli, great to see you. Thanks for your thoughts.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.